2011, Jean sent me an email. He was just starting as the scientific director of the Institute for Circulatory and Respiratory Health of the Canadian Institutes of Health Research. And a few weeks later, I started at CIHR with Jean and had a wonderful adventure with him for 5 years.
So the first time I got to know Dr. Rouleau was when I was a nuclear medicine resident training at University of Sherbrooke, and he was a very well-known cardiologist, very high reputation, and although he didn't know me, I got to know him.
In a long career, there's many opportunities to serve and do things. One of them that stand out for me is the development of a life-saving medication called sacubitril valsartan. Two people were very important for me in moving this whole idea forward, and they were Janice and Mark Pfeffer from the Brigham in Boston.
In keeping with his intense interest in the renin-angiotensin system and understanding of the yin and yang, it was Dr. Rouleau who really appreciated and pushed forward inhibiting angiotensin with an angiotensin receptor blocker and then stimulating the natriuretic peptide side.
As I worked through this, I realized that the body is a well-tuned machine with a combination of vasoconstrictor neurohormones and vasodilator hormones, and they were balanced. That kept our blood pressure and volumes the same. In heart failure, you had more vasoconstriction or more, but we addressed that, but we didn't address the reaction, the normal reaction we had, the vasodilators.
But putting the two together, as in sacubitril valsartan, led to a major advance in the treatment of people with heart failure.
And out of that came Entresto or sacubitril valsartan that saves lives and improves quality of life.
We started in 2003 from 3 full-time equivalent medical students, medical residents, and ended up with 260 medical students and medical resident full-time equivalent in a number of, 6-7 years that were accomplished. That was a huge accomplishment.
The project that I would say I'm particularly proud of was the development of the strategy for patient-oriented research, or SPORE.
He helped support the concept of SPORE networks, so really having national level research networks that would focus on specific areas and bring patients also into to guide the directions of those areas. And he also very much reinforced the concept of having patients engaged throughout all of these different programs.
Dans les échanges habituels avec Dr. Rouleau, ce qui ressort de façon très marquante, c'est sa volonté de faire progresser les gens sans jamais se mettre en avant. Et en fait, c'est toujours extrêmement, particulier ou extrêmement marquant de voir quelqu'un si loin dans sa carrière et qui accomplit autant, qui arrive à se mettre au niveau de son interlocuteur et dont la seule volonté ou le seul intérêt finalement est de faire avancer les gens autour de lui.
Et à travers le projet du campus Mauricie, Dr. Rouleau a non seulement servi les patients en cardiologie, mais a servi une population en général d'1,5 million de personnes lorsqu'on regarde l'ensemble de la population desservie par le campus médical.
When I was not in the hospital, most important thing for me was to be with my family and my children.
Donc, Dr. Rouleau, c'est une personne qui met énormément d'importance dans la vie à l'extérieur de l'hôpital, la vie à l'extérieur de l'université. Et cette vie-là, elle tourne autour de son épouse, Pat, qui est, je pense, un des pivots de sa vie. En tout cas, c'est comme ça qu'il en parle. De ses enfants, petits-enfants, de ses chiens, de ses abeilles.
He very much approaches research networks, faculties of medicine, the different teams that he works with in research as well, in the very same way that he approaches bees. He cares about the collective. He cares about what they're going to produce, which is something sweet and collectively good for everybody.
Raising bees, it's alive. They're environmentally beneficial. They give you something at the end, and they're a complicated society that I admire.
I have to say he's the most unique person I've come across, who's getting everybody to the finish line and being humble, but he does it with his honesty, integrity, and his actual source of knowledge. It's an amazing combination.
Renowned cardiologist and visionary of research networks, Canadian Medical Hall of Fame laureate, Dr. Jean-Lucien Rouleau.